The Big Red Athletic Foundation presents Muskegon Big Red Football here on TV 96. Brought to you by our sponsors. Port City Federal Credit Union. Lakeshore Carpet One. Core Realty Partners. Jinman Tire Company. Schmidt Roofing and Construction. Bowman's Body Shop. Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants. Benton Baker Honda. G&L Greek Chili Dogs. And the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block.
Big Red Tjapkes! Is everybody ready? Yeah! One! Yeah! One! Yeah! Exercise! Begin! Okay! Okay! Yeah! Yeah! Big Red One! Big Red One! Big Red One! Big Red One! Big Red! Let me stand your feet! 1, 2, 3! Big Red!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for tuning in here on Channel 96 Muskegon. Matt Tjapkes, Mike Taylor coming to you live from Hackley Stadium, where the Muskegon Big Reds 6-0 getting ready to take on the Union Redhawks 0-6 on the season. It is the home finale for the Big Reds already, Mike. It's hard to imagine.
It's going quick, but it's going good. So, all systems go here. But, again, right now Union's had a tough time, 0-6, but the good news is that they have won 2 coin tosses this year so far. So maybe tonight could be 3.
The Union Redhawks, it's a program that's been down for a couple of years now. And obviously Coach Shane Fairfield and his staff know that. Big game coming up next week. You think there's any adjustment at all in their approach this week with all those factors in mind?
Honestly, as I've been a part of programs that you have a down opponent, so to speak, and you do take I've been a part of a program. So I can't speak for Shane, but I've been a part of a program that you do take a few periods out of the practice schedule and throw in a few things to work on wrinkles for the next week's upcoming game. And I'm not sure if Shane did that, but I have seen it done. But, next week's game, it is a big game. And, again, what you really want is you want a good warm-up game prior to that game. So it's a tough week for them.
Very inclement weather outside today. That's why we're inside doing the pregame. It is raining. It is getting nothing but colder. With all those things in mind and considering everything that's coming up next week with Mona Shores on the schedule, if you're the coaching staff, kind of what are your goals? What do you want to see out of this Big Reds team tonight?
1, you want to keep everybody healthy. 2, you definitely know based on, the schedule earlier that, this has the potential to be a running clock and fairly early. So, but what you want to do is you want to get your kids reps. Watch the footing. We've got a couple kids right now who have been dinged up. This gives them an opportunity to get healthy again. So they may not have to go out there and play as much tonight or even play at all. But you just want to get those kids reps right now and get everything fine-tuned in game situation. Maybe work on a couple of things with some backup players. Get them some reps and give them looks. And it does give you an opportunity, like I said, to dig deeper into the depth chart and give those kids some playing time. Well-deserved playing time, Matt.
Absolutely. Home finale here from Hackley Stadium, at least for the regular season. We're hoping to have at least a couple here in the postseason as well. We'll take a break and be back after this. Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Muskegon Big Reds getting ready to kick off to the Grand Rapids Union Red Hawks to get this game started here. Again, the home finale from Hackley Stadium and its parent senior night, as well as the Big Reds look to improve to 7-0 on the season. Muskegon kicker Jose Gutierrez has it teed up on the right hash. And they are ready to kick it back deep for the Red Hawks. It is Twanya Smith and Keontae Swarn.
Having qualified for the playoffs, Matt, now we are playing for home field playoff games.
Absolutely. We want to be back here at Hackley Stadium one more time at least. Gutierrez slips a little as he kicks that one, but he's still going to get the touchback. And
great kick by that young man. Wow.
Absolutely. Here come the Big Reds. Their quarterback is a sophomore, Dion Farr. Where's number 3? They'll start with a receiver split wide right, kind of a Delaware T look as he hands it off. Coming off the right side, nice carry. And the first carry of the game for the Red Hawks. Red Hawks got about 4 yards on that first play.
Swan Lindsay on the tackle right there. I don't think we were ready for that snap. We really didn't come off the ball.
The ball up to the 24-yard line, second down. We'll hand it off, coming off the right side. Not much space there is Smith on the carry. He does get a yard back up to the 25-yard line. That's going to set up third down and 5 for the Red Hawks.
That hit man, Julius Sims right there on the stop. Look for. I think tonight you're going to see a lot of tackles from Boss tonight. Looking at the Union team, one came over here to Muskegon on the late bus ride. Game time starting a little bit later than normal because of the late bus ride. So, rain is coming down.
Red Hawks line up third down and 5. Far under center, rolling, stopping, and now he's going to try and reverse directions, and that is not going to work out well. He's going to be dropped for a big loss back to about the 13, 14-yard line. Called a loss of 11, back to the 14. It'll be fourth down and a punt situation coming up for Union.
Nice tackle by Julius Sims, staying at home and playing good football on the backside there. Tackled him for about a 14-yard loss. And watch for strange things to happen on these special teams here tonight for Union.
Yeah, the ball is slippery. It is getting chilly. Snap is pretty good. And the kick is all right, and there's no Big Reds back to receive. And that ball is going to stop right on the line at midfield, and that's where Muskegon will take over. First down and 10 as Cameron Martinez and company come out to the field. Down to number 21 in the rankings. Keep winning. We dropped a couple spots in those USA Today national rankings.
Well, I think we'd rather keep losing and dropping than losing and gaining.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one,
I think we got the better of that. So
Martinez is going to work out of the shotgun on first down. 2 receivers split wide left, and a slot to his right is Stinson, who comes in motion. They're going to hand this one off. Stinson coming off the left side. Stinson's got a big head of steam. He's got a first down, breaking through to 15, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Brian Stinson, the senior on senior night, a 50-yard run for the first play of the game for the Big Reds.
Well, I tell you what, that Brian Stinson again now, 3 out of the last 4 games he's scored a touchdown in. So I'd say we're doing pretty good, Matt, averaging 50 yards in offensive play.
Yeah, nice start for the Big Reds there, and a great play for Stinson. Stinson's previous season long was 25 yards. He only had 37 yards on the season. He's more than doubled his season total in 1 carry.
Right, and again, Union this year running the Civ defense, and seems to be working for him.
Got a PAT coming up from Gutierrez. Walker will snap, Crowley the hold, Gutierrez the boot, and it's right through. 7-0, Big Reds on top early. 9:48 left to go with the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this. Jim Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football. We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon.
Brian Stinson with 50-yard touchdown run on the first offensive play of the game for the Muskegon Big Reds, and Jose Gutierrez has it teed up again, ready to kick this one off to the Red Hawks. Gutierrez slipped his last time, slips again, and this one's going to be grabbed by Sworn. Sworn up across the 25-yard line, keeps going up across the 30, near the 35. Nice return for Keontae Sworn right there, and the Red Hawks got good field position on their second set of downs.
Trayvon Cosse is on the tackle, and DeMonte Longmire jumping on the Union ball carrier, bringing him down. Union doesn't want to do a lot of east and west running right now. I would think they'd have better success just running north and south. The more east and west you go in this wet field like this, Muskegon's got too much team speed for them.
Yeah.
They're going to get run down, and you're going to see tackles for losses. T formation, hey, look at this.
Absolutely. Farr has three backs lined up behind him on first down. And first play, not going much anywhere as they handed it off to the fullback there on first down and lost a couple yards. Setting up second down and 12.
Hosta on the tackle.
Hosta's having a good year.
Hosta always has a good year here on the Big Reds defense. They go to that football. T formation, tried a fullback trap, never materialized. I don't think it ever will.
7-0 Big Reds early on here, just about 3 minutes into this contest as the Red Hawks of Grand Rapids Union break the huddle. Second down and 11 yards to go. As Farr moves his backs around, he'll work out of the pistol on second down. Looking to throw, throws one up, and that one just about intercepted in and out of the hands of Colby Lewis. Ball's incomplete, clock stops 8:51 to go in the first, third down and 11.
And the field was so wet, Colby couldn't get his feet underneath him to take one more step forward to have an opportunity at that ball. So
Third and 11.
Give the Red Hawks credit right there. They got the pass off, Matt.
They did. Looked like he had a target, just overthrew him a bit. Big Red's unable to take advantage, though. Here comes up third and 12. Again, they'll go back to that T formation look here on third down, heavy to the right side. And they will run that way. Handoff, looking for daylight, nowhere to go. Twania Smith. He'll get dropped for a loss back to the 33, or to the 28, excuse me. Lost about 5 yards on the play. And that'll set up fourth down and long, and likely another punt scenario for the Union Red Hawks.
Jalen Jordan in on the tackle there. Tell you what, he's had a great senior year so far.
Maja Katako.
Maja Kachoko will
Katoto.
for Grand Rapids Union.
He'll be back there.
Nobody back for the Big Reds.
And Katoko's kick will land near midfield. Good roll for the Red Hawks all the way down to the Muskegon 39-yard line. And that's where the Big Reds will take over. First down and 10, 8:04 left to go here in the first quarter of play. It's alternating between raining and pouring here at Hackley Stadium. Right now it's just raining as Martinez and company take the field. First down and 10. Stinson will lead block this time for Cam Martinez. Cam falls forward for a gain of about 9 yards up to the 48-yard line, setting up second down and 1.
Michael Key makes the stop for Union.
Union totally
Gain of
outmatched
about
up on
9 on that
that
play.
defensive line against
This will be
Muskegon's
second
offensive
and
line.
1.
And Big Red's right back up to the line of scrimmage. Martinez working out of the pistol, man in motion. He'll hand it off, first down and more, right up the middle for Muskegon into Union territory. And Tommy Watts on the carry. Good to see Tommy back out there. Got a little dinged up last week against Jettison.
Rolled his ankle a little bit, Matt, and obviously a week of rehab, and out there in the starting lineup again. Good for Tommy.
First down and 10 Big Reds from the 45. Cameron Martinez has it, and he's got a lot of room to run on the right side. It's a foot race at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Big Reds. Cameron Martinez goes 45 yards.
45 yards, 6 points for Muskegon.
Cam's 15th touchdown of the season. And the Big Reds add to their lead. It's 13-0 with 7:07 left to go here in the first quarter.
What a hole. It's been a couple games since we've seen Cam run that far.
Yeah, he hasn't needed to.
I mean, he had 4 touchdowns last week, but they were all, very short runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jennison made the Big Reds work last week. Don't let that final score fool you. PAT coming up from Gutierrez. Walker the snap. Crowley the hold. Gutierrez the low kick, but it gets through. Yes. Big Reds add to their lead, 14-0 with 7:07 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners. Our thanks to Brickley DeLong, Certified Public Accountants. Brickley DeLong is a full-service public accounting and business consulting firm serving your West Michigan accounting needs with offices in Grand Haven, Grand Rapids, Hart, and at 316 Morris Avenue, Suite 500 in Muskegon. They have a full team of CPA experts. Our thanks to Don Swick, Tim Arter, and their staff. Brickley DeLong, serving the community for over 40 years.
Couple long touchdown runs for the Muskegon Big Reds. Brian Stinson, a 50-yarder, and then Cameron Martinez, a 45-yarder. Big Reds have a 14-0 lead, not even 5 minutes into this contest, as Gutierrez moved the ball over a couple yards off the right hash, hopefully to keep his footing this time. He has kicked a touchback, but he has kicked off twice and slipped both times. That time, a little cleaner on the kick, as it'll be fielded, touched at the 10-yard line, dropped, and now the Redhawks pick it up, and Tommy Watts right there to clean it up, as Smith had nowhere to go, and Union pinned back at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, it doesn't help the Redhawks at all when you fumble the ball like that, and Tommy Watts is down there. You're pinned back in there at 10 right now. Already down 14-0. You know, Matt, here's another thing. This might be, it could very well be the last game on this field for some seniors here.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know, I mean, we're on the road the next 2 weeks over at Moda Shores, Reese Puffer, and then depending on the field conditions, you know, we may be playing at another field for our home site. So it might be, you know.
We're hoping the weather dries up, the field stays nice and dry, and we at least get 1 or 2 back here at Hackley Stadium. But that is a very legitimate concern. As far rolls to his right, pass underneath, and that is complete for the Redhawks.
Yeah, Farr's pass is complete to number 9, Caleb Davis.
So Caleb Davis on the reception, the big senior tight end for the Redhawks. Get a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Up to the 13, sets up second down and 7.
Kobe Lewis on the tackle over there, always around the football. With his range, it's unbelievable how it just, I mean, the crowd, everybody in the crowd has an umbrella that's 8.5 foot wide. There's probably 5 or 6 people under each umbrella.
Yeah, it is hats off to the Big Red faithful that have braved the conditions here tonight. Second and 7, Farr works out of the shotgun, handoff. Sweeping off the right-hand side, gain of a couple yards
Caleb Davis
on the play. Davis on the carry, and that'll set up third down. 4 or 5 yards to go for the Redhawks.
Again, Mr. Sims and Kobe Lewis over there running him out of bounds.
Gain of about 3 on that play, brings up a third.
Want to get a chance to talk to Jamie Bates, the cheerleading coach. Didn't get a chance because of the weather to be able to sit down with her in the pregame show. Wanted to talk to her about the cheerleading. It's her first year as a cheerleading coach. You know, those cheerleading girls, they do so much for these kids, you know, and the team and the school, and, you know, want to make sure we give them some recognition.
Absolutely. Third down run off the left side, and no room there for the Red Hawks on that carry. That'll set up fourth down and long. Fourth down and 6. And we'll see what Union elects to do here with 5:07 left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Jalen Jordan and Billy Billy Johnson around the football right there. Just do a great job of coming off the blocks and pursuing. Good pursuit angles.
Looks like Union's going to keep their offense out on the field right here.
I would.
Down 14. Need to try and get some offensive rhythm going. And pre-snap movement on the Union sideline, or on the Union side of the line of scrimmage. And now Union will set up to punt. Kotoko back there again from his own goal line. And no pressure from Muskegon, no return from Muskegon, as that ball, again, could bounce for the Red Hawks, but it's only going to go to about the 47-yard line.
Muskegon averaging 50% right now of their plays they're scoring on.
That is true. 4 plays.
We got to get that
2
stat
long
up,
touchdown runs.
We can do better than that.
And Cameron Martinez. He's got Reynolds.
Union lining up.
Henderson wide to the right. Looks like Crowley to the other side, and they're going to get this to Japri Henderson sweeping off the right side. Japri following his block. He's inside the 20. Great run there from Henderson, about 22 or 27 yards down to the 20-yard line.
We were 1 block from breaking that one too, Matt.
We were. But great job by Union keeping that one in check. First down and 10 for Muskegon.
In a school like Union right now, understand their biggest opponents, Matt, aren't who they play on Friday night. It's trying to get kids involved in the program and, having enough kids to have a good quality practice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the things that Union are going through, I don't wish that on any school right now.
No, tough one again for them tonight. They had to forfeit a game earlier this season because of illness.
Right.
Their numbers were so low.
Right.
We're still only dressing 17 kids here tonight, so that's not even enough in the pregame to scrimmage.
And 13 should have uniforms. I don't know about the others.
Yeah. Tough go of it right now for Union. Big Reds with a 14-0 lead and a timeout on the field. We'll be back after this.
Bowman's Body Shop in Muskegon has over 50 years of experience providing comprehensive auto collision repair and body work for all cars, trucks, and SUVs. Henry Bostrom and Bowman's Body Shop are proud sponsors of Big Red football. Bowman's Body Shop, located at 2846 South Getty Street in Muskegon.
Out of the timeout, Cameron Martinez and company back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to get a sweep off the right side again. It's Japri Henderson. Henderson fighting forward, trying to get to that first down at the 10-yard line. He's going to be very, very close. I'm going to say he's about a yard short, so second down, a yard to go for the Big Reds.
Boy, the Union defender just got his arm out and grabbed a jersey there.
And he held on. Credit for that. Martinez spreads him out, 2 wide to either side. Cam drops back. He's looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Still rolling. Still looking. Man wide open. Touchdown, Big Reds. Great job by Muskegon there. Cameron Martinez.
Japri Henderson
on the pass. Japri Henderson on the reception. An 11-yard pass and catch for the Big Reds. Martinez's 5th passing touchdown of the season for Japri Henderson. His 2nd touchdown reception. Big Reds add to their lead. It is 20-0. Gutierrez and company come on for the PAT. Crowley trying to give that ground an extra stop there, make sure that it stays firm for his kicker. Moran Walker with the snap. Crowley with the hold. Gutierrez with the kick. All 3 of those go the right way. The Big Reds add to their lead, 21-0. 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this.
The Trophy House in Jones Sports in Muskegon offers something for all your sporting goods and trophy needs. They are the official provider of apparel for the Big Reds football broadcast team. Owners Steve Bliss, John Coy, and Rick Jones are available to help. The Trophy House in Jones Sports, located at 2350 Henry Street. We'd like to thank Benton Baker Honda for sponsoring Big Red Football. Benton Baker Honda offers a full lineup of new Honda vehicles as well as quality used vehicles. The Benton Baker Honda staff is dedicated and will work with you to put you behind the wheel of the Honda vehicle you want at an affordable price. Benton Baker Honda, located at 2501 Henry Street in Muskegon.
Jose Gutierrez gets the kickoff duties one more time. His fourth kickoff here of the first quarter. 21-0 Big Reds on top of Grand Rapids Union here from the regular season home finale at Hackley Stadium. At Tjapkes, Mike Taylor, happy to bring you the action. And Gutierrez, just a line drive kick this time, and that's going to slip through the hands of Smith, but he's got to pick it up because it doesn't roll all the way into the end zone. Smith looking for some daylight now, and he's going to get stopped inside his own 10-yard line at the 9, and that's where the Redhawks will take over on their next possession, first down and 10.
Trayvon Cossé on the tackle again down there. I tell you what, your coverage. Oh, you pin him down inside the 10. That's pretty good coverage. They got to hang on to that football. You got to give a shout out probably, Matt, to our fearless leader, Shane Fairfield. I believe Shane's got a birthday right around now.
29?
I think 29 or 30.
All right, great for Shane. Happy birthday to the coach.
The captain of the ship, yeah, he's got a birthday right around now. Way to go, Shane.
Here come the Red Hawks, Dion Farr and company. Farr works out of the pistol, sends a man to his right, and a handoff. And not much there, a couple yards. On the carry, that's Keandre Anderson for the Red Hawks. Give him a gain of 2, sets up second down and 8.
Junior linebacker Desjuan Lindsay on the tackle, number 26 right there. You know, the Big Reds are definitely showing some good sportsmanship here. You know, the kids are seeing someone wrap them up, and they don't go in there taking any extra hits on those kids. They can't afford any extra hits, Matt.
No, they certainly can. How about Lindsay on the season? We don't talk about him a lot, but 37 tackles. Leading or second on this team behind Julius Sims now. I take that back. Third on the team behind Walker and Sims.
Yeah.
But still, just an outstanding year from this young linebacker.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Timeout before Union could snap the play from the official. And we got a delay of game penalty called on Union. It's going to take it from the 11 down to the 6-yard line.
You don't want to give a shout out, Matt, to our trainers Ted Quick and Tyrell Tolliver. You know, those guys do such a great job of getting these kids right away and getting them on a program and rehab plan, you know, get them back for the next week. Good job. They're really appreciated.
Red Hawks off the left side, and watch out, we got a safety for the Big Red defense on the run. A great job jumping in there. Looked like Colby Lewis on the tackle. Big Red's D gets on the board with a safety with 2:25 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, not sure if it was Colby Lewis or number 3, Julius Sims.
Okay, there we go. Julius Sims, thanks to Dave Loring for making sure we got that one straight. Great job, Julius Sims there. And a safety for this defense.
Well, and Dave's got the eyesight. You and I are looking at the wrong end of the field.
That's true. Kotoko.
Kotoko.
He's going to kick this one off. They call him Maja.
Yep.
His full name, Maja Liba.
He only left-footed.
Lefty kicks it off. And that one's going to be grabbed by the Big Reds near the 40-yard line. Big hole up the middle. Watch out, big return.
Quentin Reynolds.
For Quentin Reynolds down the left sideline.
A spin.
Still fighting at the 20-yard line. Tried to cut it back. Went backwards a couple of yards from the 20, right around the 24, but great return there. Quentin Reynolds for the Big Reds, and good field position almost into the red zone again.
You can't kick off to our punter. You know he's going to run it back. I thought he was going to run the option on the way back for a minute.
Great job from the Big Red senior there. Another senior on senior night standing out. Muskegon looks to add to their 23-0 lead here. 2:10 left to go in the first quarter of play. Martinez has Crowley split wide to the right. Couple backs with him in the backfield. G's in the slot to the right.
Kitchen and Watts in the backfield.
And they're going to hand this one off the right side. That's Jakari Kitchen. Kitchen's got a nice head of steam to the 20, 10, 5, cuts it back, touchdown, Big Reds.
Jakari Kitchen.
Kitchen goes 23 yards on the run, and the Big Reds add to their lead. It's 29-0. Kitchen with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
Following the block by Tommy Watts back there.
Walker the snapper, Crowley the hold. A little low on the snap, but Crowley a great job to get that one up.
Perfect.
Boots it through. 30-0. Big Reds on top. 2:03 left to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football. G&L Greek Chili Dogs is a proud supporter of Big Reds football. With their signature chili dog, varied menu, and friendly table service, G&L provides a unique dining opportunity with 3 locations in Muskegon on Sherman, Sternberg, and Apple Avenue. G&L Greek Chili Dogs, a Muskegon tradition since 1926.
30-0. Muskegon Big Reds on top here in the first quarter against the Grand Rapids Union Red Hawks. Jose Gutierrez ready to tee this one off and kick it off again. Big Reds with 4 touchdowns offensively and a safety defensively in this game. And kick is dropped and
Took a knee, he's down.
he was on his knee still when he picked it back up, he being 20 Smith at the 16-yard line. So that's where the Red Hawks will take over with 2 minutes to go.
The ball hit him. Man, the ball hit him as on the line drive. It sounded like he broke his shoulder pads. It hit so hard.
Yeah, it definitely struck some protective gear in there.
I mean, that's one of those hits the sounds it makes when the helmet hits the shoulder pads, you know, at full speed. But that ball, it just hit him on the shoulder pad, popped it.
Line drive from Gutierrez. Here comes this Big Red defense. They've been good so far in this contest. Red Hawks still looking for their first down of the game as Dion Farr, the sophomore quarterback, leads them out. And they line up in a T formation look on first down. Handoff up the middle. Nothing for the fullback there as he might have got back to the 15-yard line. Big Red's defensive line reestablishes that line about a yard backwards. 2nd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, big Billy Roberts in there.
Bringing the play to the huddle. Minute 15 left to go here in the first quarter.
Nice chat with Jordan Porter before the game. Boy, he's probably the 2nd happiest player on this team. Jalen Jordan is nothing but smiles.
Pass over on the right side, in and out of the hands of Caleb Davis. Falls incomplete and stops the clock with 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Red Hawks.
It's got to be kind of frustrating for a player like number 9, Taryn Walker, the senior. You know, he's used to being around that ball and his helmet in there all the time. And now they're not, he can't even get to the ball before they're stopped.
So the pass looked like it was on the mark. Davis just couldn't haul it in for the Red Hawks. 3rd down and long coming up.
Hopefully, Dave Loring here, our cameraman, can get a shot of the parking lot out there of the practice field. That's usually where we park, but boy, that's due to the weather. There's plenty of grass out there we're seeing.
Farr's going to work out of the pistol here on 3rd and long. Uh-oh, snap went through his hands, and he very wisely just dove on top of that. Heads-up play by the sophomore quarterback right there. Could have made things a lot worse than they were.
2 yards deeper, and Julius Sims would have had his 2nd safety of the night.
So 4th down.
Yeah, it's
and lefty's coming out to punt again.
Here we go.
Kotoko.
Wouldn't that be something?
Kick this one away.
Wouldn't that be something if another bus rolled in with Union players and like 20 got off and dressed? And
I'm sure Coach Anksman would be all for that as well, as punt will roll all the way to the 44-yard line. Martinez will work out of the shotgun here, 2 wide to either side on 1st and 10. Cam drops back, he's looking, and he's going to air this one out too long. Out of the reach of Quentin Reynolds. So it'll be Oaks and Reynolds split wide to the left, with Stinson and Stinson and Crowley wide to the right on 2nd down and 10. Martinez drops back, little pressure comes, rolling to his right, and whoa, too hot for Stinson on that short little pass. Right through his hands and out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for the Big Reds.
Well, and I think, Matt, I could be wrong on this, but I thought I heard one of the coaches say there was an agreement between the two coaches that if it was a 35-point difference here at the end of the 1st quarter, there was going to be a running clock started. So because of the condition of the Union team. So that's good sportsmanship.
2 seconds left. Time for one more play here for the Big Reds. Martinez fakes the handoff to Stinson, keeps it himself, bounces it out the left side, has a 1st down and more. Big hole down the left sideline. Martinez tiptoes inside the 20 and is knocked out of bounds, actually right at the 20-yard line. 25-yard gain in the 1st quarter of play. Big Reds will finish the 1st quarter with a 30-point advantage, 30-0. We'll take a break and be back after this here on Channel 96 Muskegon.
At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for.
2nd quarter here from Hackley Stadium. At Tjapkes and Coach Mike Taylor bringing you the action. The Big Reds with a 30-0 advantage over the Union Red Hawks. And Muskegon is just set foot in the red zone again. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Cam drops back. He's looking to pass. He's looking for Reynolds in the end zone, and he's got him. Touchdown, Big Reds. Cameron Martinez to Quentin Reynolds for 20 yards, and the Big Reds add to their lead. It is 36-0.
Coming right down the middle of the field there on a post pattern. Had him beat by 4 or 5 yards, and really Cam did a nice job. It looked like more of a touch pass than he was actually trying to, put a lot on that throw.
Yeah, no, a complete adjustment from his throw to Reynolds just a few plays ago. For Quentin Reynolds, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season.
At the end of the quarter there, I was watching the Red Hawks head coach Rick Anksman over there.
Big boot from Gutierrez, no good. 36-0 on that one, but still a 35-plus point advantage. So we'll see what the officials elect to do with the clock after this break here on Channel 96 Muskegon. Big Reds add to their lead. Quentin Reynolds, a 20-yard touchdown reception on a pass from Cameron Martinez. PAT was no good from Gutierrez, but a 36-0 advantage as Gutierrez kicks this one off. And struggling again to pick it up is Smith. He'll try and cut it back up the middle, gets to the 15-yard line, fights forward for a couple more. And that's where the Red Hawks will take over, 1st down and 10.
A lot of red helmets with the letter M on it on the tackle right there.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the big adjustment at the end of the period by Coach Rick Anksman over there for the Red Hawks. He talked to the bus driver, not the kids, told him to fire the bus up.
Yeah.
Get that bus warm, keep it dry.
Official wants the clock to be rolling, and now we do have a running clock. So Union will take over, 1st down and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Sophomore quarterback Dion Farr. Couple wing backs, and he'll hand this one off. Sweeping to the left is Swarm. Swarm's got a nice run and a 1st down for the Red Hawks. Nice run there from Keontae Swarm. Grand Rapids Union gets their best play of the game as he is close to a 1st down. They're going to say he got pushed out just a couple yards short. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3. Man in motion. Farr works out of the pistol. And he's going to throw this one up and just in and out of the hands of Cassé. Trying to pick that one off for the Big Reds. It falls incomplete.
Martaven Hardy, 11th grader out there right now on
There we
the
go.
defensive line. Jordan Porter.
Farr works out of the pistol on 3rd and 3. They try and go up the middle, and boy. That store was not open for business on Friday night.
That road to Dwight McKinney, the junior linebacker, that road is closed.
Makes the stop for Muskegon.
Great stop for Kinney there, and that'll set up 4th down for the Redhawks.
I've been in that situation, Matt.
4th down?
No, where you run that ball and nobody seems to block that linebacker, and he gets a 5-yard run at you, and then I looked right at the quarterback and told him, don't ever call that play again.
That didn't work out so well.
No, that explains why I'm 5'7".
Might explain a couple things.
I was
9 minutes left to go here in the first half. Farr work out of the pistol. 4th down and 3 for the Redhawks. Man in motion. Coming off the left side and bursting through. We got a 1st down and more. Sworn breaks free. He's into the 30, into the 20, and finally taken down from behind at about the 15-yard line. Sophomore running back Keontae Sworn with the best play of the game for the Union Redhawks.
Quentin Reynolds, if he had to run him down right there, that's probably the longest play for Union this year.
Yeah, great run there for the sophomore. Redhawks have it in the Muskegon Big Red's red zone at the 15-yard line, and this Big Red zone defense, Coach, it's been fun to watch all year because, yeah, we've seen them, opponents get into the red zone quite often, but they quite often are walking away without anything to show for it.
Well, here comes Big Billy Roberts back in the game, so again, shutout important.
Rolling to his right, Farr looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to get pulled down from behind. Jordan
Porter, big
the
6'4" senior.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. Sets up 2nd down and 14.
Effort unlimited with that young man. Sky's the limit.
His freshman year, Porter was, along with Cameron Martinez, over at Muskegon Catholic Central, winning a state title in Division 8. And now, as teammates here for the Big Reds this year, looking to cap off their high school football careers with a D3 title.
Jalen Jordan coming out of the game right now. DeAndre Mills Ellis, senior.
Farr works out of the pistol. 2nd and 14. Handoff off the left side.
Oh
my, what a hit delivered there by Walker Lindsay right there as well.
Jaron Walker and Desjuan Lindsay, they hit him at the exact same time. You know, you watch that on film, and it basically is nothing more than poetry in motion.
No. It's a thing of beauty if you're a Big Red fan. Big stop right there.
And we all are.
3rd and 16, and if you're not, you should be.
Well, you know, somewhere, I don't know where it happens, but everyone is born a Big Red fan.
They just get led astray along the way.
Absolutely. They lose focus.
6:25, and the clock continues to roll here in the first half. Big Reds up 36-0.
That's how I learned the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I love the Big Reds.
Farr takes the snap, looks to his left, and he throws one up, and that one's a free ball.
Oh.
Just about picked off by the Big Reds. In and out of the hands. Over on the left side, that's Julius Sims that almost pulled it in, but couldn't quite hold on. And that sets up 4th down for the Red Hawks. Garrett Johnson check in on this play for Muskegon.
And you talked about that red zone defense, Matt. You know, we've seen it against 2 defending state champions right out of the blocks this year early. And, boy, it met and conquered the competition in that one.
Yeah, they just slammed the door.
They really pin their ears back when they get backed up like that against their goal line.
4th and 16. Red Hawks going to have to show a little pace here as they get up to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Farr takes the snap, looking to his left again. He's going to throw this one up, and that time it does get picked off by the Big Reds. Coming down the right sideline and getting knocked out of bounds for Muskegon.
Tyrese
Coming
Oaks,
through on that interception, Tyrese Oaks for the Big Reds.
the junior,
We like it.
the mighty Oaks.
Great play there from the Big Red defender, Tyrese Oaks. His third interception on the stat sheet. We all know the real story behind that.
I want to give a shout out also to Keith Guy. Well, I tell you what, I think Muskegon is very fortunate to have an athletic director. He is very proactive when it comes to working with his coaches and making sure things are in proper order.
Martinez takes the snap, looking for somewhere to throw, and now he's just going to unleash one for Crowley, and a great play defensively there. Yeah, the wind kind of coming across and from the scoreboard to the press box here. Martinez with 3 receivers split to his left. And now a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to that man coming off the left side. That's Robert G. Jr. And he gets across midfield, or right to midfield. We'll call it a gain of 6, 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, you can see the field now starting to get tore up a little bit. Thank God we're not in one place too long.
No. Martinez hands that one off. Big hole. Walker's got a
Aaron
hold on the
Walker.
right side. He's barreling inside the 20. Stiff arms him in. Stiff arms one more. Dives for the end zone. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Teron Walker with a great run there.
Credit him with a touchdown. The referee wasn't anywhere close to that.
47 yards on the run. And it sets up 1st and goal for the Big Reds. Walker, the big senior, the big run there.
See if you can, Mr. Loring, get a shot of the turf over here on about the 12-yard line on our hash over here. It is starting to get pretty tore up.
Walker's lined up right next to Martinez on 1st down, and they're going to give it to him again. And he's going to fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Yeah, he earned that touchdown.
Yes, he did. Walker finishes it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. With 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Big Reds lead 42-0 with a PAT coming up.
Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football. G&L Greek Chili Dogs is a proud supporter of Big Reds football. With their signature chili dog, varied menu, and friendly table service, G&L provides a unique dining opportunity with 3 locations in Muskegon on Sherman, Sternberg, and Apple Avenue. G&L Greek Chili Dogs, a Muskegon tradition since 1926.
Walker's got to, after all that heavy run, and now he's got to snap this one back. Crowley will hold. Snap's good. Kick is up and just tucked it in the left post. Gutierrez boots it through. 43-0. Big Reds on top. We'll take a quick break and probably get about one more play in before halftime here on Channel 96 Muskegon. Jose Gutierrez tees it off one more time for the Big Reds. We got about 20 seconds left on a running clock here in the first half.
Should we be watching for the reverse here, Matt?
You never know. Might do that starburst thing.
I don't know, but the return man up there to the top of the field, he's almost out of bounds.
And Gutierrez is going to patiently wait. And Big Reds are just going to let this first half end. So the kickoff never happens. It was dramatic. We got ourselves a 43-0 lead for the Big Reds at the half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back after this.
We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon.
Mike Taylor here with Big Red Football, here right now with Coach Jamie Bates, our cheerleading coach here at Muskegon, and wanted to get her to come on one of our programs here and talk about what they do for the kids, the team, the school. Jamie Bates, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's my first year this year, so I took over for Coach Liz Smith. She kind of went to retirement, stayed at home with her kids, and I kind of stepped into the role as I was an assistant coach for, this is my 7th, 8th year with Muskegon now.
Nice. So you're well versed with Muskegon, the school, the athletic department, the teams. But if you can, and I know you grew up in Montague, very close to here, cheerleader there. What and kind of looking back, what interested you? What interests somebody in becoming a cheerleader?
I think it started with me a very early age. I was one of those girls that would sit with my parents watching the football game, but I would be the one watching the cheerleaders. Like, oh, that's what I'm going to do when I'm older. I'd always be like the girl that went down and was like, oh, can I cheer with you? Can I use your pom-poms, And then it kind of grew when I got into high school. We had a competitive team as well, and it kind of grew into more of a sport aspect because, you do your own rounds there. You aren't cheering for anybody. It's more for yourself and your team and your school. And so you kind of want to be recognized more for the sport aspect instead of cheering on someone else.
Jamie, one thing is, all the fans, they see the girls during the contests, okay? And the girls out there, like right now, rain or shine, and tonight is rain, but everybody sees them out there right now, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of the practice time and the other activities and things that these girls do. Kind of tell us what encompasses all about of being a cheerleader.
Yep. So we start tryouts in May. We're allowed to have tryouts at the end of May, and then we start practice right away in June and get them fundraising for camps. We have gymnastics every week to where they can start conditioning their bodies for competitive. They start doing their back walkovers and back handsprings and back tucks because those are very crucial for round 2, so we have to get their bodies conditioned. So we kind of use sideline as a conditioning aspect for competitive. Even though we have to have 2 separate tryouts, it gets their bodies really conditioned for competitive. And so we do fundraising all summer. We go to camp. We went to 2 camps this year. We went for champion cheer, we did one, and then we went to one with North American Spirit, where they learn different stunts, they learn different grips, and we kind of utilize those on the field here, and then we take that kind of thing and we perfect it for competitive.
Now, are there, like I know for football coaches and, basketball coaches, we have, coaches clinics that we go to. There's big coaches clinics all over the state. Sometimes, hundreds and hundreds of coaches go to these things. Same thing apply with cheerleading coaches and competitive cheerleading coaches. You guys get those clinics like that?
Yeah, we actually have a program called CAM. It's Competitive Cheerleading Coaches Association of Michigan, and that's where the academic all-state comes into play. They have a big summit next month, actually, where we go and we kind of have a luncheon and we talk to different vendors that might be selling uniforms, or they have speakers of previous state-ranked coaches, and they tell us their kind of secrets or tips or anything that they can do. We have motivational speakers there. And it's like an all-day thing in Lansing, but it's a really fun time.
Your first year as the head coach, you've been an assistant here for what do you really want to bring to the program that you've seen, a change you want to see happen here that, you want to bring to the program? Okay, I've seen the way it's gone here in the last 6-7 years. You want to take it, I'm sure, to the next level. What can we look for?
So this year there's 29 girls on varsity. And that was with making cuts. JV started with 21, and I think they're down to 14. But we have a huge interest in cheer. So one of the things is we get a lot of interest because our football team is so good. So while our football team's good, we cheer rain, snow, all the way till Thanksgiving most of the time. And one of the things I noticed here from other schools that I've coached at or been a part of is when we cheer, they're not here to watch us. So one of the things challenged my
I am.
leaders. One of the things I challenged my team leaders and my seniors with was to theme out each home game. So tonight was a pink out. We had they had the blue out for child abuse. So our girls and it was tie-dye theme for us because they themed each week out. So ours was tie-dye, so they ended up tie-dyeing bluish shirts, and everyone's like, well, what'd you do that for? And I said, if we can theme out these nights and get our fans involved, they're going to ask you, what are you doing? Why are you wearing blue? Am I at the Big Reds game? They were asking us those questions, and it got them involved. And I said, we need more callbacks, cheers. We need to get our crowd involved. I wanted it to be more like a college more atmosphere instead of like sometimes we'll be like, y'all Big Reds, and they'll be like, hey, I'm watching the game. So I want more crowd involvement this year. So that's what we.
Oh, that's great. And this is the happiest I've ever seen you, and I've known you 2 hours now, and so I just want to say that your seniorship. You have captains on the cheerleaders.
We don't have captains. We have what's called team leaders. So with 29 of them and one of me, I have 5 team leaders. They had to apply for it. And say why they would make a good team leader. I have 4 freshmen. No, not 4 freshmen. I have 3 seniors and 2 juniors that are my team leaders, and they are in charge of like 4 people. So in case somebody missed something, they can go to their team leader and be like, hey, what time was the bus again? Or whatever have you, instead of me repeating it 29 times. So, and then they also were in charge of theming out the game and planning that, like, okay, do we want to throw something out into the crowd this game? Do we want to tie-dye the shirts? When are we going to do that? So, and then they had to plan a team bonding activity. So.
Got it. Well, again, we want to thank Coach Bates here for coming on the halftime show with the Big Red Football. And again, congratulations on your new assignment as the head coach, not just being a part. And we look forward to seeing the girls. And again, we get week 10, 11, and 12, 13, and 14, hopefully. So
we will be there.
Back to you, Big Red Football.
Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One.
Cheater.
Coming back for the second half here from historic Hackley Stadium. Jose Gutierrez is ready to kick this one off. Grand Rapids Union will send 3 players deep as Big Reds with a 43-0 lead over the Red Hawks. And Gutierrez kick. And
it hit him and then went out of bounds.
It did. Smith has had a rough time on the kicks as it bounced off his hands, went straight out of bounds, but they will mark that at about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Red Hawks will take over. First down and 10, running clock to begin the second half with a 43-point Big Red advantage.
Nice chat with cheerleading coach Jamie Bates there at halftime. First year is the cheerleading competitive cheer coach here. Got a couple of halftime stats. Oh, let's look at this. Total yards offense for the Big Reds, 282, 251 rushing, 31 passing. Cam was 2 for 5 passing. Leading rusher, Brian Stinson.
First down play for the Union Red Hawks, and nobody there for Deion Farr. Finally gets taken down on the play by Demetrius Walker.
Jordan makes the stop for Muskegon.
Lost a couple yards on the play.
A couple of switches out there already after one play, Matt, for personnel. Running clock here the second half. This game probably will be concluded in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to just keep this one rolling. Red Hawks, after the loss on the play, loss of 3 yards, second down and 13 coming up.
Juan Lindsay, our leading tackler at halftime, 5 tackles.
Red Hawks are going to spread things out now with Farr working out of the pistol. Takes the snap, looks to his right, and that one's picked off. Quentin Reynolds, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. He'll take it in for a touchdown, Big Reds.
Oh my gosh.
Quentin Reynolds.
In the perfect place at the perfect time. That'll be the easiest pick 6 he'll ever have in his life.
So Quentin Reynolds picks up the pick 6 for the Big Reds as their defense puts another touchdown on the board. 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
The junior Big Dwight McKinney was leading him in the end zone with no one to block, though.
Gutierrez is looking for Amari Crowley. And Amari Crowley,
who happens to be on strike right now.
He's standing down here, kind of unaware.
He knows now.
Well, it's a little too late. We're going to try this one with Tyrese Oaks holding.
Somebody will be running Monday at practice.
Redhawks got off a little early. PAT just gets over. We'll see what the flag is for.
Pick it up.
Mark off the offsides again. Ball's at the 1. They're going to kick this from about the 7. Snap is no good. Crowley's got it. He's looking for somewhere to go, and he's got it good for the 2-point. PAT heads up play from Amari Crowley right there. Looks like Jordan Porter catches the PAT for the Big Reds, 51-0.
Jim Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football. Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners.
So we'll have a substitution in. Gutierrez back to kick this one off after the longest PAT in football history.
As far as to the clock. Jaden Collins Spivey out there on this kickoff. He blew a tire.
He blew a tire, but he held on and gets it up to the 17-yard line. Nice job by Keandre Anderson there. Big Reds tried to strip that one away, but Anderson holds on.
Trayvon Kosei also out there throwing people around.
Someone's got him.
And it looks like Kosei got Kosei'd.
Yeah, Kitchen didn't have a comfortable run off the field either.
Got shish kebab.
1st and 10 for the Redhawks from their own 17-yard line. 51-point advantage for the Big Reds here on 1st down. Roland looking for somewhere to go, and Farr's got absolutely nowhere to go on that play as he'll get dropped for a loss back to the 11-yard line, a loss of 6.
He wanted to run left. But Big Dwight McKinney, linebacker, junior, had completely other plans for him.
Big Red defense has been rather stingy this evening.
Well, it's hard to keep your team focused when you're like the Big Reds right now. You know, with a score like this, a running clock in the second quarter, and you know.
So 2nd down and 16. Handoff coming off the right-hand side. Again, the Big Red defensive line is just reestablishing the line of scrimmage about 2 yards behind where the ball is snapped.
You know, Jeremiah Evans, the second junior linebacker right there in the tackle. Jordan Porter, a couple other Big Red players. But
Loss of about 3 in that play. Brings up a 3rd.
the Pro Bowl, you know, where they never go down and they just hit them and wrap them up. And
right.
It's like that.
Yeah, almost touch football, but not quite.
Here we got some people split out.
Split Fitz wide left here. Dropping back as far, looking for somewhere to throw.
He's going to run.
Yeah, and he does make some positive yardage as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Close to the 20-yard line. Nice run there, and then he'll set up 4th down and about 9 yards to go.
Pierre Johnson staying right at home right there, making sure that play didn't go past the line of scrimmage. Well, did they punt, Matt?
That's a good question. Kotoko is not on the field, so it looks like they're going to go for it here. Just about 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here from Hackley Stadium. Running clock, Big Reds with a 51-point advantage. Union will go for it on 4th down.
Oh.
Handoff in. Nothing there as the Big Red defense closes the door.
Billy Roberts.
Big Billy just closed the door that time.
Billy Roberts is a half a step up on being up on murder charges right now on that play. Nobody blocked him. If there's one guy in the field, Matt, you block it. It's Billy Roberts. Don't give him a clean shot at your running back.
No, someone should mark number 53.
Billy tackled him and apologized to him.
Amari Crowley out to lead the Big Red offense as we got some new offensive linemen out there as well. 1st and 10 from the 16. Crowley drops back, looking, throwing. Jump ball and nothing there. The intended target, Donovan Frierson. Pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Line up 3 receivers to the left of Crowley here on 2nd and 10.
Martaven Hardy Freeman snapping that football right now.
Robert G gets the handoff and gets dropped.
Not it down yet.
His feet. Fought for it. And ends up taking a big loss on the play. Off to about 9-10 yards back to the 25-yard line. And that'll set up 3rd down and long for the Big Reds.
I don't think this has been a real hard game for the officials to call.
No, there haven't been many calls in question.
I think they've actually let a few things go, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Shane Fairfield tells his team, let's head to the other end. Big Reds add to their lead. At the end of 3, Muskegon 51, Grand Rapids Union 0. We'll take a quick break and be back after this here on Channel 96 Muskegon.
Our thanks to Brickley DeLong, Certified Public Accountants. Brickley DeLong is a full-service public accounting and business consulting firm serving your West Michigan accounting needs with offices in Grand Haven, Grand Rapids, Hart, and at 316 Morris Avenue, Suite 500 in Muskegon. They have a full team of CPA experts. Our thanks to Don Swick, Tim Arter, and their staff. Brickley DeLong, serving the community for over 40 years. Bowman's Body Shop in Muskegon has over 50 years of experience providing comprehensive auto collision repair and body work for all cars, trucks, and SUVs. Henry Bostrom and Bowman's Body Shop are proud sponsors of Big Red football. Bowman's Body Shop, located at 2846 South Getty Street in Muskegon.
4th quarter play here from Hackley Stadium. Big Reds wrapping up their home portion of the regular season, well on their way to their 7th win of the year, a 51-0 advantage over the Grand Rapids Union Red Hawks. Matt Tjapkes, Mike Taylor, happy to bring you the action. We've got Dave Loring working the camera, as always, here today. Amari Crowley takes the ball, hands that one off. Jakari Kitchen up the middle. Gets near the 20-yard line. Game about 4, but it's going to be 4th down for the Big Reds, and we're going to let Gutierrez try a long field goal here, and I like it.
I do too. This is great.
Again, the field conditions have been a little tough. Wind is blowing basically across the field from Gutierrez right to left hand, maybe a little bit into his face as well. As you look at those flags on top of the poles.
36-yard attempt here. You know, the one thing as a kicker you don't want to do in this kind of wind is get it up too high. You know, so it's imperative that the offensive line not allow any penetration at all.
Walker will snap, Crowley will hold. Gutierrez from 36. Kick is up, and that one is no good. Gutierrez looked like he had it, but just not quite on the mark. Field goal is off the mark.
You could hear the sound of it, though. You could hear the sound of it. He didn't get it off.
No, not because we've heard him when he does get it off.
Right here.
Back to the action here from Hackley Stadium. And new quarterback is Keontae Sworn will take the ball on the direct snap for the Union Redhawks and gets a nice run on first down of about 5-6 yards. And Coach Sworn's just a sophomore. He's the one that broke off that big run in the first half. And it looks like something that Coach Rick Hanksman could build something around for the next couple of years.
Well, again, just get in the ball. You got to get people bodies on bodies up front there. Give these kids somewhere to run. They can't, they can't elude 5 and 6 guys.
So Sworn, the sophomore, also plays some linebacker for this Red Hawk team. On 2nd down and 4, he will work out of the pistol. Handoff coming off the left side. A little room there for Twanier Smith. Back to the line of scrimmage, not much more. Setting up 3rd down and 4.
Caden Smith makes the stop for Muskegon.
Nice tackle right there. Caden Smith, junior defensive lineman in the ball game. Well, that's great. These kids get in there and they're making plays right away. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
They practice all week and then they get in the game, and they work just as hard to make plays, though, when they get in the game. If you don't want to review this, Brian Stinson had a touchdown tonight. Cam Martinez scored. Japri Henderson. Julius Sims recorded a safety. Jakari Kitchen in the first quarter. Then we had Quentin Reynolds with 2 touchdowns, one in the 3rd and one in the 2nd quarter, and Taryn Walker with a 4-yard run. A lot of people in the scorebook tonight, Matt.
Absolutely. Spread the love around here on senior night from Hackley Stadium. Red Hawks looking at 3rd and 5. Sworn takes it, looking for a hole on the left side, and he gets tripped up back behind the line of scrimmage. About a 3-yard loss, and that'll set up 4th down and long for this Union Red Hawk team. 26. Fourth and 8 for the Red Hawks. Is the rain, which had let up for a moment, is just pouring back down, and they're going to pitch this one. And ball's loose. Looks like the Big Reds have a recovery at about the 12-yard line on the fumble. And Muskegon Big Reds come away with a fumble recovery. And it looks like Jamarius Evans,
the junior, comes up with it. There's a
Evans.
football for his trophy case.
Yes. Jeremias Evans, the second, comes up with a fumble recovery. Big Reds have it in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, and again, we probably got 3 plays left in this game, Matt. Okay, and it's again, it's when you see a team come in like this, and you're trying to get prepared for a big game next week. It's tough. This is a coach's nightmare. Yeah. This kind of a game.
Pressure comes. Crowley rolls away from it. Crowley keeps going, keeps his feet, fights his way in, and he's in for a touchdown. Amari Crowley, the 13-yard touchdown run. Big Reds add to their lead, 57-0. So Amari Crowley adds his name to the list.
Amari Crowley getting in the scorebook there.
Gutierrez on for the PAT. Oh, snap is no good. Crowley's going to have to improvise again. Rolls away, now looks, and he's got a man into the end zone again. Big Jordan Porter on the 2-point PAT. And the Big Reds add to their lead. It's now 59-0 with 4 minutes left to go. Maybe a couple more plays in this one.
At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for.
The Trophy House in Jones Sports in Muskegon offers something for all your sporting goods and trophy needs. They are the official provider of apparel for the Big Reds football broadcast team. Owners Steve Bliss, John Coy, and Rick Jones are available to help. The Trophy House in Jones Sports, located at 2350 Henry Street.
So good heads-up play from the Big Red junior quarterback, Amari Crowley. And with 3 minutes left to go, Gutierrez taking his time teeing this one up.
This is really hard on these footballs because these leather footballs, it takes them about 3 days to dry out.
Oh, yeah. No, that thing's a sponge. And Gutierrez, when he was lining up, bumped it with the heel of his foot. And, oh, is he going to just let someone else?
Jose Gutierrez will
I don't
tee it up
know.
for Muskegon.
When you're a kicker, is that, do you even, forget it. Trayvon Gossett tried to do it, and he's like, you know what? Gutierrez, you're the expert in this one.
That's like letting your enemy load your gun for you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's a sacred thing to put that ball up on the tee. Here comes Gutierrez. Line drive kick right through the hands of one Union player, and then picked up and trying to fight through some Big Reds is Keandre Anderson, and he gets stood up at the 20-yard line. They'll give forward progress to the 21.
Diedrich Fondren on the tackle.
Hey, Quinshaw. Clincy also part of that one. Here come the Big Reds defense one last time. A couple more plays for this Union Red Hawk team. A minute 40 left in the contest.
Well, I guess 100% of our attention now is on Mona Shores.
Finally.
Yep.
We've been waiting a couple weeks to officially uncork that. The big matchup, Mona Shores coming in just one loss on the season to a Rockford team that is doing very well in the OK Red Conference right now. As Sworn runs it off the left side, maybe lost a yard on the play.
Deontay Sworn running with the ball. Dwight McKinney makes the stop for Muskegon.
Tackle over there by Dwight McKinney again. Well, he's around that football.
We will be on the road for that one, on the road for our final game of the season in 2 weeks at Reese Puffer as well.
Final play of the game.
Red Hawks, Sworn will work out of the pistol, and he is looking to throw it here. And he lets one up, and who's going to grab it? Coming down with the interception for the Big Reds. Jeremiah Evans again gets his name on the score sheet with an interception to wrap this one up. And it's going to be a final here from Hackley Stadium this evening. The Big Reds 59, the Red Hawks 0.
It's great to see the kids excited for him.
Great play by the Big Reds here tonight. And hats off to the Union Red Hawks team. They were shorthanded. They came out. They kept fighting all the way to the very end. And a good, clean game played by both squads. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap things up after this.
On your way home tonight, catch score.
We'd like to thank Betten Baker Honda for sponsoring Big Red Football. Betten Baker Honda offers a full lineup of new Honda vehicles as well as quality used vehicles. The Betten Baker Honda staff is dedicated and will work with you to put you behind the wheel of the Honda vehicle you want at an affordable price. Betten Baker Honda, located at 2501 Henry Street in Muskegon.
Wrapping things up here from Hackley Stadium, Matt Tjapkes and Mike Taylor here on Channel 96 Muskegon. The Big Reds a nice 59-0 victory over Grand Rapids Union. And Coach, we talked before the game about what your goals were. You wanted to spread things around. You wanted to keep everybody healthy. And I believe both tasks were accomplished here tonight.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is, looking at the weather conditions here, we didn't have any injuries. And we had a couple kids that we really, we want to make sure they're getting healthier so that next week we can get them close to 100% as we can. But, you accomplished everything you wanted to tonight. You had a running clock by the end of the first quarter. Let's get in and get out of here. And, there's not much more, again, looking at the competition tonight we're playing against. And then you look at the, on top of that, you throw the weather conditions in here. Let's just let's get this thing over with. Let's take care of business, get this thing over with, and let's really get down to work here for Week 8 preparation. We're 7-0, Matt, right where we want to be. So qualified for the postseason. So let's take care of business and let's get number 8 next week. That's the focal point now.
Saw a couple seniors, especially Billy Roberts, taking a moment out at the M at midfield after this game. We don't know. We're hopeful that the field will be in good enough shape and that the record will continue to go the right direction for the Big Reds to have another home game here. But you don't know if you're walking off this field for the final time and you saw a couple seniors going through those emotions.
Absolutely, and again, you're right. We talked about it in early in the show. It could very easily be the farewell tour here for the seniors on this field. A lot of history for them, a lot of emotions, and hopefully, though, we get a dry spell and we're able to play here in week 10.
Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to that, but we are really looking forward to week 8. Mona Shore Sailors, one loss on the season. Look like they're taking care of business against the Jenison Wildcats here tonight. And, Coach, just the last 5 years or so, this has really become a great rivalry between these two teams.
Absolutely. And, again, it's great for the community. It's great for both football teams. The history, since Coach Koziak got over there because of his involvement here with Muskegon, it's just magnified. It's just doubled. And, what he brings to that program over there and what he's done over there is remarkable. But, what's great is when you get another rivalry game right here in town, it's going to be big. There'll be, easily 10,000 people there, and if my side of the family or my wife's side of the family shows up, it'll be 15,000. But it's going to be great for the area, great for the community. I just hope we don't play under the same weather conditions.
No, I'm certainly with you on that. Right now, a week away, it's looking like the weather's going to cooperate with us. We're going to have a full house, and we're going to have an excellent game coming up next week, Friday. Well, I thank Dave Loring, our expert cameraman here, just does so many things to make sure that we stay in line, and on top of that, he's a handsome man.
Well, Dave Loring does such a good job, and he is actually proof that mental illness strikes every 60 seconds. You
might be as well. That's Mike Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Tjapkes. Go Big Reds. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, and God bless.
Tommy Watts.
Touchdown Tommy. We call him Touchdown Tommy. Then he became Tackling Tommy because he's on kickoff doing it. He'll score a 60-yard touchdown run, get a drink of water, get on the kickoff team, run another 60 yards, hit somebody on a kickoff team, and then just wait for his turn on offense. So, and then he's become Tackling Tommy. Well, then now, after you saw that hit he took on 4th down,
right?
We call him Take a Hit Tommy.
Take a hit, Tommy.
Yeah. So Tommy Watts on offense. Of course, our sophomore linemen, our whole offensive linemen as a group. You lose 4 guys that are playing college football. Mm-hmm. Cooper and Evans are playing together in Arizona. DQ is doing really well and playing at Olivet, and then Tony, is playing down at LSU. So to have those guys and have the numbers that we have and the success that our offense is having, I'm very pleased with the whole offensive line as a group. But our 2 sophomore right guard, right tackle, but the guy that really pops off that makes it fun to watch is Touchdown Tommy.
Touchdown Tommy, and that's a story that's been told in the media about the second chance for Tommy.
Yes.
And I think that's a testament to you, Coach.
Oh, well, thanks.
Because, kids deserve second chances.
Yep.
And you didn't hold it against him. You created an environment that he had to prove himself, which is perfectly okay.
And the biggest thing I think is that we created an environment that he wanted to be a part of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So a lot of kids could quit and not come back and feel like they're missing anything. But when you're doing so many great things, I think as a group or as a team, as a whole, as a program, having those other guys outside the circle wanting to be a part of that, I think is the biggest testimony.
Oh, good. All righty. Same question along those lines. Special teams. I know we just talked about Tommy and the 60-yard run, the hit, but there's got to be one other player, I think, that got to stand out.
I think our standout player of the week last week on special teams was Trayvon Kosei. That when we were on punt team, he was backpedaling like we were playing corner on defense. So we had to repunt it. So that was a special team. That was a special teams highlight. Tyran. Tyran is a 2-year long snapper for us. We don't punt a whole lot, but our long snapping has been great. We don't have any. They had one go over the head that changed a lot of the momentum. And I think Jose's getting better and better as a junior as place kicking extra points, and I think he's doing a better job at kicking off. So last week he only had one go out of bounds.
Yes.
Instead of like 6 in a row. So
6 in a row.
Just for you guys out there in TV land, we that's not a called kick out of bounds
not
play.
by design.
Not by design. So, but he's getting better, and we're proud of him.
Yeah, because I noticed one week you moved him to the hash.
Yeah.
And that help create more an angle for him to stay in. More space.
So you ready to start coaching?
No. I couldn't take that job. Too much pressure, man. Too much pressure. I like sitting in the stands yelling at you guys. All right, Coach. Okay, conference realignment. Been a lot of talk about that over the last year, almost year and a half.
Yep.
So I think they finally got it cemented as to what it's going to look like. What are your feelings about the new alignment? What do you got? Yay or nay?
It doesn't bother me. You know, Keith knows the same thing. We'll play anyone, anywhere, anytime. Just give us 9 games. It doesn't matter to me. Because if it mattered to me, it wasn't going to matter anyway.
Right.
You know, they're not going to give us our pick and our choice.
To you.
I would rather just be in a football conference. I would rather us be able to play just a football schedule, and basketball play a basketball schedule, and lacrosse play a lacrosse schedule, and then that way you're not worried about going against a school that has all these sports or don't have all these sports or doesn't have a freshman team or a JV team. This way you could just work on playing the best of the best. Let's make a super power conference. Let's play put us in with the red schedule or maybe the top 2, but definitely us, Mona, Reese Puffer, Grand Haven, Traverse Cities, Holland, West Ottawa, throw in a Rockford, East Kentwood, or something like that. I think that would be exciting football, and that's what every week. That's what football should be. You know, for guys that are coaching to get a certain amount of wins, and I would rather feel at the edge of my seat and butterflies and sick to my stomach, and every kickoff, every play matters, and win one 28-25 or 23. Than to win 49-6 or 49 or 59-0. So, but I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm going to get criticized for this interview anyway.
It is what it is, right? You didn't have anything to do with the alignment.
Playing Zeeland East, Zeeland West. We could see them again in the playoffs. So sometimes that doesn't make you feel as good because you could play them game 9, then have to turn around and play one of them in game 10, and then turn around and play one of them in game 11. You know, so, but. Once again, if those are the best teams that are there in 10, 11, and 12, then play them so that way you know, we belong in the state finals.
Absolutely.
I think I haven't had the greatest success in the state finals, but we've gotten there, and we've only kind of had one team that I don't think was really going to win the game, and that was, I didn't know that going in, but after you look at that 13 game, when Brother Rice had Lacanary and Malzone and Retschke, and they had like 12 guys go major football, and we lost by 11, I think. Other than that, by a point, by 7,
Absolutely.
So we've belonged in every one of them. So that just is a tribute to the fact of our strength of schedule. Playing the teams that we're playing out of conference, as opposed to the ones that we have in conference. So. I'm excited. I'm glad we got 7 games. I'm glad we have 7 games. Now we just got to find out if we're going to play a crossover or if we're going to play 2 non-conference.
Right. And I think normally in the past, the OK has always tried to promote a cross-conference game with another opponent.
Right.
So if that holds true, then you would actually have to find one out of the OK conference to play.
It would probably be Jennison. I was happy to get rid of Rob. I had to coach against
you think he's going to bring him back in?
They'll cross us over, But give us a Rockford, give us an East Kentwood, give us the Granvilles, Hudsonvilles. I think that'd be great again. Those are the teams that I would love to play in a crossover. But it just goes based on enrollment and strength of your wins and losses over the last few years when they do the crossover. So, but if they, I don't know how much pull I have, but I would love to play Rockford and get that going back again too. So
those were some epic battles, I must admit. They were good games.
Definitely.
All right, Coach. After 6 wins, you automatically qualify for the playoffs. And you got any idea now where you're going to be bracketed at?
Absolutely not. It drives me nuts. I have all my coaches are already starting to put all their things together, and of course you have snooze to you, and you're trying to stay away from it, but you look at it, you go, this guy is nuts, and why did I even look? And then you go, I'm not looking anymore. Then Tuesday comes around, and you're like, what's he got? And you look, So bottom
human
line,
nature. That's it.
I always think we go north. A lot of times we've gone north. So as long as the Mount Pleasants, Cedar Springs schools are in, I think we could go north. It could be us, Cedar Spring, Mount Pleasant, and East EGR.
Yes, EGR.
I think. But then right now the best division and I have no qualm saying this, there's like 7 or 8 undefeated Division III teams right now.
7 or 8. That's quite a few.
That are in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 7 of the 10 are undefeated right now in Division III. And a lot of those schools have beaten the Division II ranked teams and the Division I ranked teams. So before, back in the day, we always thought 2 was the toughest.
Right.
And now it's kind of like 3 has become the toughest. So it's going to be a gauntlet either way, because you still have DeWitt in that group. You have Ocho Lake St. Mary's on the other side, River Rouge on the other side.
Yes.
Chelsea's undefeated right now, and the Zeeland West, Zeeland East, East Lansing is in that mix, and then St. John, St. Joe is undefeated. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I think we'll always stay north. I think we'll get into that district final. Will be with a Grand Rapids school and probably somebody north.
Okay. Yeah, because last couple of years it's been EGR.
Right.
So we have to wait and see how that plays out. Yep. One last question, Coach. I want to talk about the child abuse game.
Yes.
We never really got a chance to talk about that, and the thought behind using that as your theme for your football program.
We all have stories. We all have our histories and things, and there's been some things that have touched my life with child abuse. But mainly, Brooke, who works with us, thought it was all her idea at first to do something different, and why not the Child Abuse Council? So working with her, and then she reached out and got with Kylene from the Child Abuse Council. I know Judge Pittman for years had been on the board there as the chair, and he had talked about it before. I believe you also had shown interest in it. So I think between Brooke and you and Keith and Judge and all this talking about it, I think Brooke kind of was the person then that kind of spearheaded, let's get this going, and then she reached out to those people, made those contacts, and I think it's huge. I think it's huge because sometimes it's the elephant in the room. Everybody talks about alcohol abuse, everybody talks about drug abuse, everybody talks about gun violence, but the one that's the most impactful and the reason it causes drug abuse and child abuse and mental and emotional abuse and suicide comes from child abuse. I mean, it comes from kids being damaged and hurt, and that's what causes the delinquency and the issues.
Yes, it
so you're going to be able to stop mental abuse or physical abuse and bullying. Well, those bullies are usually the ones that were bullied or beaten or mistreated and abused at home from either an alcoholic father, a stepfather, an abuse, somebody like that. So, and it's right down the street from us.
Right.
It's right down the corner, and we pass it every single day. And for some people, they don't even know it's there.
No.
So when Brooke went and talked with these people, and we went and met with them in the facility, we took some players and we toured the facility, and they threw out some numbers, and they're just amazing. And then what really hit me was that out of 83 counties, we rank 80th, which is like almost the worst. We were the worst.
Yeah.
Some 22,000 cases are reported, yearly, I think, or in that area, and they have like 10 or 11 workers down there with CASA. And and then the money that we can raise going forward and make, we know it's going directly to them. When you do a pink game and you go to Dick's, and no disrespect to those people, but when you pay those people the money for the pink tape and the pink socks and the pink ribbons and the pink T-shirts, you really don't know. I don't see really that check being cut to those
that need it the most.
Yes. So this way, we control the money. Brooke handles the money. She'll get a check from our Leadership Foundation, and then we'll be able to personally ourselves hand money. And not only like Kylene says, it's not really the money that's the most important, as it's the awareness.
The awareness.
And I think we can use our brand, Muskegon football, to help every year. And then the Student Leadership Council, National Honor Society, the teachers. Once they saw our players wearing some of the T-shirts, they've just called and emailed, and they are on board for next year.
Fantastic.
So I think now we got it kind of started, and I think, like I said, Brooks done a great job with that. Armand Tyson painting the shoes, and it's Big Red.
That was neat.
Him doing my cleats, my cause. I think we can get bigger and better with that as well. But hats off to him for stepping up and getting this first annual one off the ground.
Well, from all indications, Coach, it was a success being the first event, but I would hope that it continues in the future.
That's for sure going to
because
continue.
there's definitely a need, and I know there's a passion from you, and it's gonna help somebody someday.
100%.
Okay.
We're just upset that you didn't jump out of the plane.
Well, I was late. I didn't get to the airport in time, and they said they couldn't wait because they were on a schedule.
I would have loved to see you.
You hang around next year.
You gonna let me pack your chute for you?
No thanks.
All right.
All right, Coach. Well, unless you have anything else, I'm going to grab a player and do an interview.
Nope. Thank you very much. Please
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
And go Big Reds.
Go Big Reds.
All right.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the Coach's Show. I'm your host, Tony Williams, and I have in my presence Quentin Reynolds. He's number 2. Quentin, how you doing today?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Welcome. All right, Quentin, got a couple questions for you.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First question is, when did you start playing football, Quentin?
I started playing football in 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah.
You didn't play the mini-mite, the pee-wee, the bantam football?
Nope. Started 7th grade.
What, you had no interest?
It wasn't that I didn't have interest. I liked it basketball more when I was younger.
Oh, you're a basketball guy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do you play any other sports?
Yeah, I play football and I run track.
And you run track?
Yep.
Okay. You playing basketball this year, or are you just going
Yeah.
to concentrate on
I'm
football?
playing basketball,
You're
too.
going to play basketball and track?
Yeah.
All right, good. What's your, what do you run in track?
The 200.
The 200?
Yeah.
Okay. No relays?
Nope.
Just a straight 200?
Not fast enough for all of that.
Oh, really? Okay. Football, what is your position you play?
Wide receiver.
Wide
A
receiver?
little bit of animal, yeah.
Okay. Animal. What's the animal? You have to tell our audience what the animal does.
Outside linebacker. You
Outside
run and just
linebacker.
hit people.
You get to hit people? You
Just
like
hit
that?
people, yeah.
That's fun. Okay. And wide receiver.
Yeah.
We've thrown the ball quite a bit this year, more than we have in the past, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. We've had a couple good catches.
Yep, last week, 115 receiving yards.
115 in receiving yards.
Yep.
Wow. That's it's got to be a record. I don't know. We're going to find out. We
I
have
don't
to
know
look that
about
up.
record.
Quentin. You don't know? Okay. All right. Tell our audience, what is it like to play at Hackley Stadium on Friday night?
Playing at Hackley Stadium, man, it'd be like the funnest time you ever gonna have.
Really?
It'd be so many fans out there that like people you don't know be there, egg you on, very supportive.
Coming out of the tunnel, that's kind of an experience.
Yeah,
And
it's once in a lifetime experience. You ain't gonna have that nowhere else.
Okay, then. And you come around the corner. You actually don't even see the fans yet. You don't see the fans till you make that turn
Yeah, you don't
to
see
get
them,
on
but
the fan.
you most definitely hear them.
But you can hear them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. That's good. In school, what is your favorite class?
Favorite class probably math. Any math class.
Like
I
math?
I love math.
That's awesome, man. That's a good class to like, because the world revolves around math and science. Teacher, who's your favorite teacher?
Starting from like I started school or all the
Doesn't
way-
matter. Who's your favorite teacher? Whoever it might be. Middle
Probably-
school, grade school.
Elementary was Miss Fairfield for sure.
Oh, Miss Fairfield.
Yeah.
Okay, then. All right. What are your goals after high school?
After high school, go to a big time college.
You want to go to big time college or just college?
College, really.
Yeah, that's the key, is to get that education that your
Yep.
parents don't have to pay for, right?
Yep.
Get an opportunity to advance your football career.
Yep.
And graduate, get your degree.
Yep.
And
move out of state.
And move out of state.
Yeah,
No,
move.
we want you to stay.
I want to move as far as I can.
It's too cold?
Yeah.
You don't like the cold? All right. Well,
No.
No, well, we want you to come back. We
I'm
might
gonna
have
come
some
back a
work
lot.
for you.
I'm come back a lot.
All right. Let's see. Football teams. Everybody has a favorite football team. Who's your favorite college team?
Favorite team to watch is probably
In college. Yep.
It's probably Central. It's
Central
a lot
Michigan?
Yeah, a lot of
Right.
people from Muskegon.
You know a few people from Muskegon on that team. Who plays for Central?
Khalil, Jacory, Andrew.
Okay. I knew that answer. I just wanted
Yeah.
to check with you. Okay, yeah, they're having a good season. Khalil not going down for 80 yards last week.
It's fun watching him play.
Yeah, made it on ESPN Top 10, man.
Yeah.
What about pro? What do you like in the pros?
Probably the Lions.
Lions?
Yeah, my dad always watching them, so I don't really have no choice but to sit there and watch it with him.
So your dad is a Lions fan, and you kind of just follow suit?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, they're having a good year, right?
Yeah.
They have the one loss against Kansas City, in which they could have actually
easy
won the
win.
game.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Came
so
down to the last drive, I believe.
it actually did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good year to be on the Lions bandwagon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show is probably Chicago Fire.
Oh, Chicago Fire. Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife, she likes all those Chicago shows. Whichever one's on, she'll watch it. Okay. Couple more questions. I'll let you go. What's your favorite food, Quentin?
Favorite food probably Alfredo or tacos.
Okay,
mix between them
Alfredo.
two.
All right, your
Yeah.
mom cooks Alfredo? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, good. All right. Who is the person that keeps you motivated or influences you the most?
Probably my granny and my dad. My granny
Okay.
and my dad for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad haven't missed a game since I started playing football.
Oh, great. It makes a difference, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
you can look up in the stands, you see your dad, you know that he's there, he cares about you, and you want to do well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it makes a difference, I know.
Yep.
I've coached in a lot of football games, and I watch kids look over their shoulder and see their dad, and they turn around and have a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's important. It means a lot. All right, last one. I'm going to let you go, Quentin. Describe in one word Coach Fairfield.
Probably one word. Intense.
Intense.
Yeah.
Okay, intense. Good answer. Good answer. Okay, Quentin, it's been a pleasure. Quentin is number 2 on the Big Reds.
Yeah.
And number 1 in his heart. All right, Quentin. Thank you. Good
Thanks
luck
for
Friday
having me.
night.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm here with Teran Walker, number 9. Welcome to the show, Teran.
Nice having you.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Got a few questions I'd like to ask you today. Starting off, when did you start playing football, Teran?
I started playing football when I was like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. So you played mini Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. When the shoulder pads was almost too big.
Yeah.
Right.
Pants to the ankles almost.
Pants was too long, right?
Yep.
But you fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
You loved it. And you played ever since.
Yep.
Ever since. Okay, then. Well, good. Good. What other sports do you play, Teran?
In the past, I played baseball, and I've been running track in high school.
Okay. You like both of those, track
Yeah.
and baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, baseball's it's a lot of money made in baseball. You know that, don't you, Tyran?
Yeah.
Okay, so if football don't work out, man, don't pass on baseball. What position do you play on the team? What position you play?
Linebacker. I play some running back, and I play H-back.
Wow, 3 positions.
Yeah.
Okay, which one you like the most?
Linebacker.
You like the linebacker? I bet you like to hit.
Yeah.
Is that it? You like
Yes.
to, when the guy turns the corner, he starts coming at you, your eyes get big.
Yeah.
You ready to?
I love taking on ISO.
You like him? ISO?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Good. From what I can see, you're not a bad running back either, though, Teran.
Yeah.
You can carry the ball. You can carry the ball. But then that means other people hit you, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That you don't care too much about.
I mean, it really don't matter to me. I drop my shoulder with them.
Okay. You deliver the blow.
Yeah.
All right, Teran. Good job. Describe what it's like playing at Hackley Stadium on Friday night.
It's a lot of energy. It's fun.
A lot of energy?
Yeah.
Okay. When the first time you played, when you came out on that field, was it an experience you'll never forget? When the first time you walked out of Hackley Stadium on that field,
Yeah.
and the crowd was screaming and going crazy?
Yeah, I ain't never seen a lot of people, that many people watching me.
Okay, rooting for you,
Yeah.
right? You're Big Red fans.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite class?
My favorite class, probably trig.
Trigonometry?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's impressive, man. Trigonometry, that's a tough class. What about your teacher? Who you like? Who's your best teacher?
Like all through school?
All school, yeah, whoever you want.
I would say my favorite teacher is probably Miss Shy. It's my Spanish teacher in middle school.
Oh, Spanish teacher in middle school?
Yeah.
Okay, so you speak Spanish?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Just enough to be dangerous? You ever order food in Spanish when you go to?
Nah, I can't
Never
do
did that?
Can't do that.
Can't do that?
No.
Okay. All right. What are your goals after high school? What do you want to do when you leave Muskegon? What's your goal?
I want to go to college to be a mechanical engineer.
Mechanical engineer, that's a great field to go in. Absolutely. Got any idea what college you prefer to go to? Got any ideas?
Not really yet.
Not really?
I just been applying to different ones.
You've been applying? Okay. And you would hope to get a scholarship, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's hope that happens so parents don't have to pay for you to get an education, right? So that means you got to work hard, get your grades right, and you'll be okay.
Right.
All right. What's your favorite football team in college? What do you like?
Michigan.
You're a Michigan man?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they embarrassed me the other week, but.
Yeah, they didn't look too good against Wisconsin, did they?
Nope.
Yeah. So they got to get better,
Yeah.
right? Especially before they play Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because if they don't get better, it won't be pretty.
It won't.
I tell you that right now. So, but yeah, I'm kind of partial to Michigan too. So I want them to get better.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your pro team? Who do you like?
I like the Seattle Seahawks.
You like the Seahawks?
Yeah.
It's the uniforms or what?
I just like the team.
You like the team?
Yeah.
Okay. Quarterback Russell Wilson.
Yep.
And the Legion of Doom. They had the defense is real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're undefeated, aren't they?
No, they lost one game.
They lost one game? Okay. But they're tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good team to root for. You just kind of just took a liking to them, no special reason?
Well, when I first found out about Marshawn Lynch, that was my favorite
Oh,
player.
the beast,
Yeah.
beast mode. Okay, you kind of play like him. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite TV show, Teran?
My favorite TV show? I like to watch The Walking Dead.
Oh, really? Is that a TV show or is it a
It's like
series?
Series.
Like a series? Okay. Kind of spooky, scary kind of stuff, man?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay. It don't scare you, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay, then. Favorite food? What do you like to eat, Teran?
Shoot, it's a lot. Chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
You like it? Any kind of way, right?
Yep.
All right, fried, baked, chicken, doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
You eat it, okay? Who influences you most in your life? Or keeps you motivated? Who is that individual?
Shoot, I really don't know.
Really don't know? Okay, that's all right. You don't have to answer that. One word, last question. You have to describe Coach Fairfield in one word. That's it.
Crazy.
Crazy, he said. All right, but it's a crazy good, right?
Yeah.
It's a crazy good, Teran. Okay, all right, Teran, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck to you.
Thank
Hope to have you back again.
Yep.
Okay, Teran. Hello, welcome back to the Muskegon Big Reds Coaches Show. We have at the table is DeAndre Ellis,
Sir.
number 74, Big Reds. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. Got a series of questions I'd like to ask you, DeAndre. When did you start playing football?
When I was about 6. I was
About
playing,
6.
Yeah, I was playing about 6, and I quit because I got hit too hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then I started back in middle school, 7th grade.
Wow, that was a long layoff, man.
Yeah.
People always came up and asked you, though, right? Well, why weren't you playing football?
Yeah, I was scared.
You were scared? You didn't like the contact?
Nah.
Okay. But, certain things you grow out of in life, and I think you grew out of being scared to get hit.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. You play any other sports, DeAndre?
I'm wrestling this year.
Wrestling. Okay.
Yeah,
How was that?
Challenge.
Challenging? Well, good. I think those are two sports that are really like hand-in-hand, football and wrestling. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I think if you're a good wrestler, you'll be a good football player and vice versa.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
good. So what do you play? What positions you play on the team?
Anything that involves big people hitting big people.
So you can play just about any position on the line,
Yes, sir.
right? Put you on defense,
Yes,
and you
sir.
can play any down position on defense.
Yes, sir.
You got a favorite? What do you like? Is there something you rather do than not?
I mean, as long as I get to hit people, it really don't matter what I play.
Okay. I'm sure that coaches like to hear that. That's your main goal when you put that helmet and that uniform on is to hit people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. That's good. You're a senior this year?
Yes, sir.
And you've played on the varsity how many years?
For 3 years.
3 years. So you've had an opportunity to play at Hackley Stadium under the lights for 3 years. Tell us about that first time that you came out at Hackley Stadium to play football. What was it like?
It was breathtaking. It's an experience you wouldn't experience anywhere else. Yeah, you have your great teams out here, but it's just nothing like playing for your home team, making the community proud, and playing with something that means something.
Okay. At Hackley Stadium.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, historical Hackley Stadium. There's nowhere like it in the world.
No, sir.
Okay. Favorite class? What class you like to go to?
It sounds crazy, but I like pre-calc.
No, it doesn't. That means you're a smart guy, man. Calculus, right?
Yes, sir.
I like to hear that. Those are the kind of classes you want to take. They get you ready for college, man, for that next level. Excellent. What about teacher? Who do you have? You have a favorite teacher?
Favorite teacher? My middle school Spanish teacher, Miss Shine.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Another Spanish teacher that did a good job.
Yes, sir.
All right. Something about Spanish teachers these guys like, man. That's good. What's your plans after high school? What do you want to do when your playing career is over here at Muskegon?
I want to go to college anywhere. Free education is free education.
Absolutely.
I want to go probably major in biotechnology and minor in genetics. And if that doesn't work, get a major in sports and medicine and a minor in business management.
I think you've made some good choices.
Thank you.
I think you'll be successful in either one of those.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Key is to get that scholarship,
Yes,
so
sir.
your parents don't have to open their wallets up, right?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly right. What's your favorite college football team? Who do you like?
I would have to say Army, like.
Army?
Yeah.
DeAndre, I have to agree with you. I like Army. When I watched them play Michigan, those guys were like specimens. You know, they were physical, and it was amazing to watch how they
real hard-nosed football.
Yeah, I like that. I have to agree. I have to agree with you on that one. What about the pros? Who do you like in the pros?
Whoever win the Super Bowl.
Who?
Whoever win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're the front runner.
Yeah.
Whoever win the Super Bowl, that's your team, right?
Yeah.
So that means you've been a Patriot fan for the last
No,
year.
I don't like Tom Brady. So
Oh, okay.
I don't like Tom Brady.
So who won the Super Bowl prior to the Patriots? Who won it? I can't remember.
The Panthers?
Panthers? No.
No, it was the Eagles.
Eagles, right. Eagles did win. You're right. You're right. It was. It was the Eagles that won the Super Bowl. Okay, so that was your team.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing wrong with being a front runner. It's okay, man. I'm with you. I like front runners. If you like losers, I'll show you a loser, right?
Lions.
Yeah, we won't speak about those guys. Okay. Favorite TV show, DeAndre? What do you like to watch?
Football.
Football. Good answer. I like football, too. What about food? What do you like for food? What's your favorite dish?
Alfredo, like pastas. I love
That's
pasta.
the second Alfredo, man. There's going to be a lot of Alfredo cooked around here this year. I can see that. Okay. Who's the person to keep you motivated or influenced? Who is that person, DeAndre?
My grandfather.
Grandfather?
Before he passed away, I always told him I'd make sure my parents won't pay a dime for college.
Okay.
I'm sticking to that.
And you're going to keep that promise?
Yes, sir.
That's what motivates you?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's a great answer, man. Good. Okay. Last one. Wrapping it up. Coach Fairfield. One word. Describe Coach Fairfield. You had time to think about it, DeAndre. Should be easy.
I know I can't.
You can't say them kind of words, man. You got to be clean. It's a family show, DeAndre. Lovable.
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good answer because he has to be spontaneous around you guys, right?
Yeah.
When you guys do things, say things, he's got to have an answer. He's got to be able to be right there on the spot.
Yeah.
So I get that. That's a good answer. Spontaneous. All right, DeAndre. Well, it's been a pleasure. DeAndre Ellis, number 74, Muskegon Big Reds. Thank you for coming to the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Big Reds Coaches Show. I have as a guest, Larry Shalacki, who is the voice of the Big Reds at Hackley Stadium. Most of you get to hear him, but you never get to see him. So here's your opportunity to put a face with the voice of Muskegon's Big Reds.
Get a face made for radio.
And you got a face made for radio. No, you doesn't. You're a good guy. Good guy. So how did it happen? Okay, we had Brad Young for years, and Brad decided to step down. What was that process like?
Well, years ago when we lost Russ Swanson,
Mm-hmm.
Brad and I were both kind of vying I had some aspirations to that because I had been working in the press box for many years.
Okay.
And so I did the JV games. I started doing the freshman JV games for a number of years, and Brad did the varsity. So we kind of teamworked and worked that out pretty good, and had a lot of fun up in the press box.
I'm sure you did.
And on Thursday nights, we had many good times. And finally, Brad retired, and I just kind of asked Terry. I said,
Natural progression.
Yeah.
Actually, you've
worked
had
out
experience,
okay.
and
yeah,
you were familiar with the surroundings. You knew the lingo.
Yeah,
and you were a Big Red.
A Big Red all the way. Yeah, exactly.
We couldn't have got a better guy.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
I tell you,
appreciate it.
I know you both, and we didn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
You can talk to people, and they will tell you right now, man. It's no difference. It was very transparent.
Good.
Okay, because you do an awful great job.
Well, thanks. Appreciate that.
And you can hear it in your voice that you are a loyal Big Red.
Yep.
And it's okay to show it.
Always
we don't mind.
Yeah.
Be partial.
No doubt. Yeah, there you go.
What else you want the audience to know about Larry Shalaki?
Oh, just Big Red, class of '71, go way back. My brother Tom, who we did a tribute to at the Kennewood Hills game.
Yeah.
He kind of got me going at working football many years ago. Back in the 70s, he was climbing up on top of the press box there, and he always needed somebody to help him change the film. Back then, they were using 16 millimeter cameras, so he'd take the film out, and I'd hand him another one, so he had to be a quick, so you don't miss a play. You had to do it real quickly.
Right.
So I'd go up there and help him. His son sometime would go up there. I'd go up there. So he always had some assistance. So, but yeah, working. Been around a long time, so
great. Well, we're just happy to have you, Larry.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
a pleasure,
you, Tony.
and we look to, extend your season of announcing as long as we possibly can.
I'm looking forward to it.
We like those 14 games.
Yep, exactly.
I
love it. Yep.
Right. Okay, Larry. Well, again, thank you for coming on the show.
All right,
and
Tony, appreciate it.
Go Big Reds.
You bet. Go Big Reds.
Okay.
Port City Federal Credit Union, Lakeshore Carpet One, Core Realty Partners, Jinman Tire Company, Schmidt Roofing and Construction, Bowman's Body Shop, Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants, Benton Baker Honda, G&L Greek Chili Dogs, and the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block,